Welcome to Subramani. November may not be the best time to be doing a review, but then Diwali is a good time to be looking at what you've done in the past. So I can go back about 15 years when I say that I've been communicating with people on a one-to-many basis. One-to-one basis, it must be about 20 years or 21 years completed. I must have started sometime in 2000. And it was in 2000 that I realized that my dividend income was enough to take care of my life, and anything extra that I do, or rather working for a living, was now an optional extra. It's always nice to make some money, but then the money making is optional. But yes, money is always useful to help somebody. Recently, somebody who had gone through real hell in terms of medical expenses needed some help. The ability to write checks without worrying too much about whether that money will come back is definitely one of the advantages of being financially free. Also, being able to decide with whom to work, what to work, whether to work, how much to work, all those choices are the benefits of financial freedom. But this financial communication on a one-to-many basis is good fun, and therefore blogging and therefore vlogging. Can you please, everybody, no way. Many advisors think that I am anti-advisor, and many investors think that I am for advisors, and I suggest advisors to everybody. Having been in investing now since 1979, which makes it my 5th decade of investing, I can assure you that not everybody is capable of doing a DIY. Not everybody has the discipline of a Pattu or the logic of a Pattu, right? So I have met, of course, Pattu is a co-author, but I don't know whether everybody has that ability to do what Pattu does, and whether everybody has that internal scorecard not to worry about what others think. Like if I go and tell you that, oh, Pattu has underperformed the index, maybe he has underperformed. I have not seen, he publishes a report, I have not seen it for a long time. Maybe he underperformed, maybe he outperformed, but he is satisfied with what he is doing, right? So that is the advantage of not having to answer to anybody. You don't have a boss, you don't have a client base, you're just doing your work and those are the advantages. For example, I never thought that my blog would lead me to business, but I have done a lot of training. I have addressed upwards of 5,000 doctors. Now, why am I saying all this to you is just to say that the greatest advantage, like I said, even this video will catch a lot of people who say, oh, this is a rant of an old man, or why should he be doing this, right? So every video of mine that you see, you will have somebody coming and saying something, spewing some nonsense. The advantage is I don't edit. I just don't edit. I just don't care. I mean, they have to be significant enough for me to care, and I'm gone beyond that stage. So right, so that does not really bother me too much. I also think age of 14, 15, which is the age of the blog plus video, is a good time to review and see whether people are benefiting. The ratio that I see is about 9:1. There are 9 people coming and saying, oh, I wish I had seen you earlier, I am doing this, is this right in equity? Please understand the difference. I am a blogger. I am at best doing a one-to-many kind of a thing. I cannot answer specific questions because I am not updated. If you come and ask me, I have invested in Aditya Birla Frontline Equity, I honestly do not know what is the NAV of that, and I don't track that fund. So maybe even if I track the fund, I track some fund managers, I have invested in them. Even there, I have no clue as to even how much I have invested and what is the NAV. I know these are good fund managers, so I have invested. I have invested in themes, I have invested in schemes. But mutual fund investing is just about, it's not my area of being able to help you, especially if you're a person whom I don't even know. So that is not what I want to do. That is not what I like to do. I am not an advisor looking for AUM, nor am I a trainer looking for business. Believe me, I get enough business from the mutual fund industry. I don't think my videos help. I don't know whether my videos help selling these books. And anyway, when I sell a book, the money is made by the publisher. I have already been paid, right? So it does not really matter. So when I started the domain subramani.com, it cost me a few dollars and help of good people who helped me set up, young boys. Now they've also grown old. Who helped me do this. It did not matter to them as to why they were helping me. They were just helping me. And for me, it was trying something new. And last 15 years, I have not tried anything new, unless you talk of paragliding or things like that. I haven't tried anything new in the profession. And I really don't know what to do, which is going to be very new. But I love talking about money. In fact, my byline used to say, making smart people richer. Now I think wealth communication is my ikigai. I just enjoy doing that, whether it is talking about money, giving lectures, doing videos, answering questions on television, any of those things, many of those things, and any of those things all help. I wrote books on, I have written a book on goal-based investing with Pattu. Which is co-authored. Then I've written other books on my own, which are like Retire Rich, Invest Rupees 40 a Day, that sold a sensational number of copies. The fact that it is still selling 2-3 copies a day intrigues me, and I think it's time for a new edition. A lot of pressure on me to do a book on equities. I do not know whether I will come around to doing it. Only thing is, I like to talk about Devanand, an old favorite. At no stage somebody told him that he's finished and he should not be making more movies, so he did not make great movies. So at some stage somebody will have to tell me like that's done, so you should now stop. I don't know when I will stop, when I should stop. Right now I'm doing it, and right now honestly I don't care too much about public view, in the sense that I don't care about those people who come and say that I should not be doing. That is another problem. You do not know when to receive criticism, when to accept criticism. That's very difficult to do. But I thought I should just do a small rave rant kind of a feedback. Thank you for being with me for 15 years. There have been people who have read all my blogs. There are boys and girls who come and tell me that they've read every page of my book. Amazing. This is the kind of feedback which keeps people like us going. It actually allows me to draw energy from that, so much so that now I don't want to do any lectures online. I only want to do it offline, and in the month of November I should be doing 3 or 4 lectures, which means I'm going to go out and meet people, some fresh MFDs, some old MFDs, some IAP, which is meant for investors. All that is happening in the month of November. I think I'm doing 4 sessions in November, hopefully more in December. So these kind of things keep happening, and that's it. I actually don't know what fresh content can really come up. So largely I can talk about FII selling or FII buying, or one thing very clear about social media is you don't have to worry too much about who thinks what. There will always be somebody who is going to praise Modi, somebody is going to be anti-Modi, right? So somebody says nice things about me, thanks a lot. Somebody says bad things about me, thanks a lot. Does not matter. One thing about my blog, which I must admit, is I don't do any editing of comments. I can, but I don't do any editing of comments, and largely I don't block unless they use profanities and or they post some commercial junk or some born or something like that. Then I don't need to do anything. The system takes care and these people are weeded out. But other than that, you will find a lot of people who are coming here to criticize, lot of people coming here to praise. I'll take them all. Thank you.